Sunday at the 2019 Australian Amateur Championships and the men's and women's 36-hole finals await. In the men's, all hopes of an Australian win in 2019 rested on the shoulders of Monash's Nathan Barbieri and his caddy and fellow New South Welshman Geordie Garner. The Blues brothers were up against Irishman Connor Purcell, the fourth seed this week, and the man who knocked out defending champion Keita Nakajima in the second round. The Australian took a 2-up lead through the first 13 holes, holing this beauty from the front of 14. Purcell in an awkward position and settling for a half. This birdie bomb on the par 5 15th from the Irishman was also only good for a half, after a cool Barbieri slotted this to keep his 2-up advantage intact. The lead was cut to just 1 by the 18th, before Barbieri found trouble from the sand, eventually conceding the hole to return the match to level pegging at the halfway stage. The match was there for the taking shortly after lunch, and Purcell grabbed it with both hands, nailing this putt at the short par 4 fourth. Then draining this monster on the 5th to suddenly be 2 up. After finding trouble off the tee on 6, Barbieri couldn't scramble to avoid going 3 down, before he stemmed the bleeding with a half at 7. But Purcell was threatening to blow the match wide open after a dart into the 8th, that proving enough to win the hole and go 4 up. Then one of the turning points of the day, Barbieri losing his tee shot left and having to deal with a tricky lie beside the 9th green, with Purcell safely on in 2. But a costly 3-putt from Purcell opened the door for his opponent, Barbieri kick-starting his comeback with this. And suddenly, it was game on. Just like in yesterday's semi-final, Barbieri dug deep and mounted an incredible fight back, winning the 10th and claiming the 12th to suddenly be just 1 hole down with 6 to play. But trouble at 15 left Barbieri with little room to manoeuvre, the 22-year-old conceding the hole to go 2 down with 3 to play. A beautiful lag from the front of the 16th green meant Barbieri needed this to keep the margin at 2. Before the New South Welshman made a last-ditch attempt at the title, jamming this shot to 6 feet on 17, moments after Purcell had also found the green. The Irishman's first shot at victory came and went, Barbieri refusing to go down, sending the match up 18.
Come on! Yes!
A fired-up Barbieri pumped his tee shot up the last.
Yes,
Purcell's ball nestling down just off the fairway. Unable to make clean contact, the Irishman dragged his second shot left toward the clubhouse, his ball chasing up a path. As Barbieri played up, just right of the green. After taking a free drop, Purcell would have a hard time getting his ball to rest on the putting surface.
Good shot.
His woes compounded by another tough lie behind the 18th. With Barbieri safely on for 3, this long try from Purcell was offline, the Irishman conceding the hole, meaning 36 holes wouldn't be enough to split the pair. Back down the first, and after taking 3 wood, it would be Purcell with a slight edge. Barbieri's approach drifted left on the breeze, before Purcell safely played his way below the hole. This bump down the slope was just about as good as Barbieri could have hoped for, leaving Purcell with another chance to claim the Oz Amateur crown. Barbieri then needed to drain this for par to prolong the battle. It took him 6 days, 6 matches and 159 holes, but Connor Purcell will forever be the first Irishman to win the Australian Amateur Championships.
Colored in last night.
Hoping to make it back-to-back Japanese titles for the women was Tsubasa Kajitani, the 15-year-old 11th seed up against 16th seed Yeon Hong. The Korean 16-year-old led by as many as 3 after the first 9 holes, but after Hong settled for bogey on 17, Kajitani had this to bring scores back level. That miss ensured Hong maintained a 1-up lead heading into the lunch break, both players settling for par up 18. Upon resuming, Kajitani was in good hands, with men's defending champ Nakajima on the bag, but the Japanese duo was struggling to keep pace with Hong. The Korean went long at 7 but found the bottom of the cup with this to save par and maintain her 1-up lead, before doubling down at the 8th with a pristine chip. Kajitani unable to avoid bogey after a poor wedge shot, suddenly going 2 holes down with 10 to play. This miss from Kajitani on 14 kept the deficit at 2 with 4 holes remaining, and it was time for Kajitani to make her move if she was going to catch Hong, the youngster producing this into the 15th. But Hong went one better, leaving her chip below the hole before giving it the perfect roll back up the slope. With the pressure on, Kajitani lost her putt left, now 3 down with 3 to play. Up 16, the Japanese young gun did well to settle front right of the green for 2, Hong going long and needing to chip back up the slope. But as she proved all week, no challenge was too great for the Korean teenager. Hong calling game to win 3 and 2, becoming the 2019 Australian Amateur Champion.